If your breathing is loud when you play the flute, or if you feel like when you're breathing, you're trying to grab air, but you don't actually have enough to get through a phrase, it's probably not the amount of air, it's the way that you're taking the air in. What I see a lot of times is flute players using their shoulders when they breathe. So a breath might look like this. And along with that, oftentimes, is that inhalation sound. So listen carefully. The noise that you hear, that high-pitched kind of noise, is actually an indication of tension when you're breathing. That tension means that you haven't taken in as much air as you are capable of taking in, and there's going to be tension in your throat when you're playing your notes. A lot of times this happens when you're trying to take a, quote, deep breath or big breath to make sure that you can get through your phrases. Or it can also happen when you have a very short amount of time to actually take the breath and you're trying to squeeze it in before the next notes happen. But when your shoulders lift and your throat tightens up so that you hear that inhalation, that high-pitched inhalation, it means that there is tension and you're not going to be able to take as much air in as you would like to. So here's what it can sound like. Which isn't a terrible sound, but there is a lot of tension here, and I was not able to play that note for very long at all. So instead, you want to think about the air as being lower. There's no involvement of the shoulders when you take the breath. You don't want to hear that high-pitched inhalation like that. You want to think about the air as being lower. And so your ribs, your lower ribs, can expand out this way. And so you want the expansion when you take the air in to be more out like this instead of up with your shoulders. So out instead of up. What that can sound like is a lower sound. So it's not a or a, it's a still quick, but it doesn't have that tension built into it. So a phrase that I can play with taking in that kind of air sounds more grounded right away. I don't feel tension in my throat when I'm playing, and I'm able to play the note for longer. When you're really mindful about how you're taking in that air, you're going to be able to create less tension, you're going to be able to take in more air, and you're going to be able to make more beautiful sounds for a much longer period of time. If you're interested in diving in a little deeper one-on-one with these concepts or any aspect of flute playing, I'm offering a free trial lesson right now for new students. You can find the sign-up information in the description.